Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Terraria. My name is TStrat. In the last episode, we did a grinding session where we started getting a lot of materials, just getting things kind of organized and ready. My goal for this episode is to kind of finish that up. So I'm going to be doing a lot of off-camera grinding because it does take a while, especially the fishing stuff. I got to turn in quests to get items, and it takes a whole day in the game to do that, even with speeding time up with sleeping and things like that. But the other thing that we have to do is I noticed that there are lots of NPCs that are not showing up. I, for instance, found the golfer in a previous episode when I was exploring the desert and collecting fossils. For this reason, what I'm doing right now. And you know, I don't have enough housing for all these people. So I was wondering, what can I do? What should I build? What kind of housing should I do for these new NPCs to move in? And a lot of my decisions on when to build and what to do are revolving around these pylons. I want to have pylons set up so that they're pretty much, you know, covering the map. And currently, just based on the way that this seed spawns in, I have the force pylon in the middle. That makes sense for now because that's where we spawn in. We need a pylon here to get to the other pylons from the spawn. And then I have a desert pylon over here, which is a good, you know, distance away. And then the jungle pylon here, and then there's an ocean. So this is the idea. I want to kind of be equal distant. However, another pylon we can make is the ice pylon, or the snow biome pylon. And if I put it, you know, anywhere in here, it's like, it's not really, I can get from here to here in like a couple seconds. It's not that hard to jump just a couple feet. So it doesn't really make sense to have the desert pylon here as well. So where else could we put the desert pylon? If we had the ice pylon, for instance, on the edge of this, you know, where else could I put the desert pylon that would make sense? Well, I was thinking, you know, over here is a big desert. Most of it is corruption, though. And part of it's the dungeon. The problem with this one is it's so close to the ocean pylon. And I like the ocean pylon over here. So having the desert pylon over here doesn't make a lot of sense. However, there is another desert over here. Or at least somewhat of one. There is a desert sky island. So I'm wondering if I can put something here and put the desert pylon in this area. See if I can maybe I have to add a few things to make it more deserty or something. But I wonder if I can put something here in the sky, and that would actually give me a really good spot. It's actually close to my little fishing hut that I have for the surface fishing, as well as being a good like intermediary between the two ends. A little bit closer to all the things on this side. So I think I'm going to start by doing that. I'm also going to build the ice snow pylon somewhere around here, I think, just to kind of make up for the moving the desert pylon away. And then I also have an underground pylon I can form. And I was thinking, where should I get the underground pylon? Well, one of the things I want to do is build an arena that we can do some AFK farming in when we get into the hard mode difficulty and farming becomes a little more important. Where, you know, I want certain drops from enemies and things like that. So I'm actually going to build it relatively close to spawn. I'm thinking just inside of this this cavern layer, just in here maybe. The reason I want to build it in here is because when we get into the next difficulty, part of what happens in the game is that a giant V shape of corruption / crimson and a new thing called Hallow comes in. And so if you played the game, you probably know what I'm talking about. There's just this giant V cut of the world that gets corrupted, crimsified, or turned into what's called Hallow. And I want to make sure that whatever I build in pre-hard mode isn't really going to be impacted by that as much. So because of the V shape that it makes, it kind of leaves your spawn alone, and that's why building things around spawn is actually a pretty good idea, because there's the chance of it getting corrupted or turned into hollow is reduced. So if I build it kind of in this box right here, that should be pretty good. I do want to be low enough that I'm in the cavern layer. There's a difference between like surface and cavern. So I will use depth meter for that and everything. But that's kind of plan for today. So plans for today is get more resources, build some cool NPC houses, get my pylons going, get all my NPCs, and then I'm also going to tackle the Hellstone as well and get that kind of ready. Hopefully, by the end of this episode, we will be fully ready for what's to come with the Wall of Flesh. And hopefully it stops raining. It has been raining non-stop for like 6 episodes straight. It's really annoying. Although we do get a lot of water, the water seeds, which are water leaves, which are really good. Sometimes it's a pain to like find water leaf because it just never spawns in. But anyway, I will get to that, and I'll show you my progress with the NPC housing. I also build a door here so I can get in and out a little easier. I'll show you my progress with the NPC housing, and we'll get going with that. By the way, if you're wondering how I got the little star pet, Bohemus actually sells it. He sells it along with all the Star Princess stuff. I think it's supposed to be a Rosalina homage from Mario. But there you go. 1 platinum and you can have this pet too. Additionally, he's selling like dynasty wood and stuff like that, so I grabbed a bunch before I'm going to start building. Alright, quick update on the Sky Island base. I underestimated how much sand I'd actually need to convert this to a desert biome. If you notice, when I get close to the edge, you can see it's shifting to the normal biome. It's the water's normal blue, and then as you move in, it shifts to the oasis color. I just wanted to make sure that that was clear. I could also switch it to, you know, the desert area, but it is now a official desert biome, which means when I build a house here and I have the desert pylon, I should be able to make my way over here and actually teleport to. Ooh, giant harpy feather. I'll have to hang on to that gravity banner. I didn't know I had this one. All right. But anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm just getting a little hole. I'm going to fill this with water and kind of make like a mini oasis around here. Hopefully all these items will despawn as well. Otherwise that would be really annoying. But yeah, so I'm just kind of clearing things out, making it look nice, and then I'm going to start building in here. And so basically I had to raise the level of the platform by this much. So I'm going to make this kind of an underground bunker to my desert base, which will be up here. Should be pretty fun. Let's see how it goes. I'll check in again in a second when I get the rest of it put in. All right. I want to give you guys updates as I go along. So along with that, in the past I didn't really show you guys my building so much. I showed you like a couple major updates, but I wanted to show you kind of how I'm approaching this build. I'm not a builder by any means. Like I'm not, you know, there's some people who are insanely good at this game as far as building goes, and I'm trying to be better. You know, taking the couple things that I've picked up along the way and trying new patterns and stuff. But here's kind of my thought process. So I had an idea for sort of like a palace, Sultan Palace kind of idea. So I'm just laying it out right now, just to kind of get a feel for the shape, to make sure it makes sense to me, that it's about where I want it to be and all these things. And I do have to adjust things as I go along. So for instance, I built these sidewalls in this dome shape. I was like, that looks awesome. That's kind of what I'm going for. And then I was like, oh, it'd be really great with these side pillars as well. And I built the one on the right, and then the one on the left went into here. So now my idea is, oh, well, if this is going right up against the oasis, we could build like a little dock platform or something for fishing and things like that. So it's going to evolve as it goes on, and hopefully the final product looks good. We also have another slime here. She just kind of flew in on a balloon and fell down. Snafu. Love it. Love it. All right. So there's the update, and I'll jump cut to the next segment. All right, and now for the finished build. Look at this. We got a nice little build going. I'm really proud of this. This is really the first time I've been using paints and like paintbrushes and dyeing things and stuff. I think it came out really well. I think the idea that I had actually came out pretty nice. There's still room to add ornaments and things like that. I'm gonna put banners from the desert enemies up here. I think this is like a collector type kind of deal. I did verify that fishing in here does in fact give fish from the oasis, so that's good. As soon as I have a quest to check sky, to check the sky fish, I want to check and see if this will work for sky fish as well. Because if that's true, I can get 2 in 1, and I have a pylon in the sky already. Very nice. And for my other biome, if I need to do a forest fish, I can just sort of hop on down here. Please don't die. Where's the ground? There it is. I think it's this way. Or, no, it was the other way. Hold on. I don't have my mini map up, which is messing me up. All right, here we go. There we go. And I'm in here. And I had a little blood moon event, so that's what that's from. But yeah, then I got my little fishing box over here for the surface fish. So all in all, looking pretty good. The next task for me right now is going to be making a ice biome pylon. I think I'm gonna build it right around here, just on the edge. That way I get the most distance between there and there. And looks like some people moved into the old apartments. I'm gonna have to clear that out as well. But I want to get that pylon kind of in between, so it's kind of the, like I said, the in between here and the jungle. And then we're good on that front. And then I also need to do that cavern I was talking about. So let's get to the second NPC house. Let's go. Well, that was an interesting turn of events. I got ambushed by the King Slime, but he did drop the King Slime trophy. So all's well that ends well, I guess. Let me just clear some inventory space real quick. I'll grab this stuff, and I'll show you guys what I've done so far with the build. Lots of slime banners and all that. Alright. Oh, so slow. Keep going. I was kiting the slime all the way back through this area. So 1 second. Here we go. Here it is. Check it out. I think it looks pretty good to me. Got a nice little cabin feel. We got 5 rooms, I believe, right now, with the potential to, we could break this up into more. Storage area up here. All in all, I think it looks pretty good. Let's just verify. So we got this room's missing a wall. I need to figure this out. These 2 should be rooms. This one also missing. I got 2 suitable rooms here. What wall am I missing? Here, let's put the, could hang this up maybe right above. Yeah, let's do it right here. All right, let's see. Point wall. What wall am I missing? Says I'm missing a wall. Are you sure about that? What wall are you talking about? It's got... I'm honestly not sure why this is not working. put the ones on the bottom just in case. You know what? I bet you it's the thing behind there. Hang on 1 second. I think I got it. I think I know what it is. I bet you it is like the walls up here. Yeah, this stuff. Because I actuated these blocks, so they're not technically there anymore. But they were there before. So if I do that, how's that? There we go. I need to figure that one out. But yeah, we got a bunch of rooms here. I think overall, doing pretty good so far with these NPC houses. We should have quite a few to work off of now. The last one there. That should be good now, I think. Ah, still missing a wall. I'll figure this one out as well. Make sure I have all the walls around here. Get it all situated and working is probably, actually, looking at it, it feels like it's probably around here, maybe? I don't know, these look kind of weird to me, but... Anyway, I think for now, that will do it for these NPC houses. This is really good. It's giving me a lot of pylon traversal work to do. So the next thing is that we're gonna go down into the underworld and we're gonna mine out some hellstone. So I'm gonna see you guys down there. We're gonna bring some obsidian skin potions and we're gonna start getting some hellstone for the next phase. All right, we are here in the underworld and I just managed to get to one of the first islands on the right side. And I noticed some hellstone here, so I thought this would be a perfect time to just start going at it. So here's the plan. We're going to pop on a mining potion, an obsidian skin potion, and maybe a gills potion in case, I forget if you have to breathe in lava or not. But we'll put it on just in case. And we're just going to go and get like 200-300 hellstone ore, as many as we can. So I have a lot of potions here. Let's get, wait, what is that in my inventory? What the heck? Oh, a bone serpent kite. That's cool. All right, so let's get to it. So we're gonna pop this, that, probably top off on some food, and then we're going mining. So hellstone, similar to meteorite, is fiery to the touch. So if you stand on it, you will take fire damage. We're of course mitigating that with our, well, one with the obsidian skin potion, but also with the cobalt shield. The obsidian skull can negate that fire damage, but it does not negate lava damage, and that is the big kicker with this. So when you mine hellstone, as you can see here, as I'm kind of mining above myself here, every time you mine a hellstone block, lava drops. So we want to just make sure we have that obsidian skin potion taken so that we're not taking lava damage. We would die so fast if we were. And we could also move it to our bar so we can see how many we've mined so far. Nice way to do that. And as we mine this out, we just want to make sure we are not going to run out of our obsidian skin. So looking at that, it looks like a 5-minute timer or so left to go here. And yeah, so I'm gonna speed this up a little bit, and we'll just mine out all the hellstone we can. All right. All right. So we are done with that obsidian skin potion. We could keep going, but honestly, I have 800 hellstone ore in my inventory. That's probably enough for what I need. But if you are wanting to know why it was so quick and why I was able to mine so much in just one go, um, you'll have to look at my secondary loadout over here. I have a mining shirt, which increases my mining speed by 10%. I could even increase that further if I could find the pants. But that's a random drop from a skeleton in the underground area. Ooh, let me switch back to my regular loadout to kill these guys real quick. Alright, cool. And then I also on this one I have a lot of my fishing stuff. So I have like the testing line, the pocket fishing guide. But I also have this ancient chisel, which increases my mining speed by an additional 25%, and that's the real big one, right? So the 10% is nice, but the 25% is really what turns it on to overdrive and lets me mine extremely fast. This is like unsped up. This is how fast I am normally, and then that's how fast I am with that setup. So really good to have that increased mining speed. All right, let's head back and craft up some hellstone. So I have some obsidian ready to go, and I mined that on the other day. And then let's see, just hellstone, obsidian, hellstone together allow us to make hellstone bars. However, we actually need to upgrade the forge to the hellforge. I haven't done this yet. So hellforge is one of the items we found in those buildings, and now I can upgrade my bars. Let's do that. Oh man, clicking the wrong things. All right, so 3 hellstone, 1 obsidian to make a bar, and I'm just going to use as much as I can. All right, 272. Awesome. All right, what are we able to make? We are able to make the Molten Fury bow. Very good range damage. Lights wood and arrows ablaze. This is similar to the Hellwing bow, although the Hellwing bow is auto fire, so people like it better. There's the Volcano. Look at this thing. Big beefy sword. Love it. We can upgrade to the Molten Pickaxe, which is a 100% pickaxe power. So that is an upgrade from our current Deathbringer. Very nice. There's a ham axe for hammer and axe power. I'm actually going to pick this up because I've been looking to upgrade my hammer for a while. It's really slow. 40% to 70% is going to be a big change in how fast we can break walls down. There's also another summon called the Imp Staff. And there's a little imp boy. I don't know how good it is compared to the vampire frog. It has more damage, but the vampire frog really like leaps at people, so I don't know if it's better or worse. But it is in the molten tier, so ideally it would be better. And then we can also craft ourselves a set of molten gear and see what that's about. So if I put on all the molten gear, this increases our melee, critical strike chance, and damage. Also, we have a set bonus of cannot be set on fire, which is pretty cool. It also spouts one of the highest defenses of all of the, I think it is the highest defense of all of the armor in the pre-hard mode set. So we have a melee set, a range set, a magic set, and a summoning set now. The final thing that I want to grab, so I grabbed, actually I might as well grab the Molten Fury because I have the the Hellstone for it, but I also want to grab a lava-proof bug net. This is an upgrade to our current bug net and allows us to catch bugs that are from the underground. So before, when I tried to swing my bug net at them, it lit me on fire, which wasn't good. But this bug net will actually be able to catch them, and I can use them as bait in lava pools. And we can start fishing in lava now. That's pretty cool. And with that, I think I'm going to, let's see. I'll put this back on. I've actually been really enjoying playing with Mage. One thing that's kind of fun about it is, yeah, this is 19 damage. Let's do imps for a while. Why not? So one thing that's really fun about Mage over the other classes is that you do end up using like multiple things. Like I've actually been meaning to come back here and actually try out the magic missile actually does more damage. I kind of wanted to have one of these in here just to really be able to like target something. So there's a lot of cool options for the mage class for sure, and I've actually been using the Aqua Scepter quite a bit. It's actually pretty strong. No space gun for me on this playthrough. That's all right. And the last thing, actually, now that I have the other pieces here, we can actually talk about the upgrade to the melee weapons. I believe let's go to the guide real quick just to see what they all are. With the molten volcano here, we can actually craft a Knight's Edge. So it takes the Crimson or Corruption sword, the Murmasa, and the Blade of Grass. And I believe the Blade of Grass just requires spores. I don't think I've actually crafted it yet. So here's the Blade of Grass. Ooh, sends out little leaves that can damage foes. That was a new change in the 1.4 update. Look at that. Blade of Grass is actually probably going to be pretty good to use because it has this extra like range on it. But we're going to go straight to the Knight's Edge here. So let's grab our Shameful Butcher. And with all of these combined, it's not at the Tinker Bench, I'm pretty sure. Let's double check. I'm pretty sure we have to go to a Demon Altar for this. So let's head over to the jungle real quick. Hopefully by now you guys have a good idea of where things are at in this world. But here is my Crimson area. And I like going to the Crimson versus the Corruption for this, mainly because the altars in the Crimson are a little easier to get to, just because they're right here on the way down, as opposed to being at the bottom. Alright, let's craft the Knight's Edge. And look at this thing. Whoa! This is the new Knight's Edge that was introduced in 1.4. 1.4.4, I should say. The Labor of Love update. And this thing is nuts! I love this this idea of like giving the weapon a little bit more range on it so you can be a little safer. We might have to kill some bosses with this thing just to playtest with it a little bit. It's got a huge amount of damage too. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad at all. And this is a terrible version of it too. We could upgrade it to do even more. So with that, I think I will wrap things up. And in the next episode, we're going to be getting our final preparations. I keep saying that. I promise we'll get to the Wall of Flesh. I believe next episode, if nothing else, we're going to be building the arena for the Wall of Flesh. So 2 episodes from now, guaranteed, we will fight the Wall of Flesh. All right? I promise. I promise. All right. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. And happy hunting in Terraria. Bye.